name is Brad Wagner. To fully surrender, I mean, honestly, for me, it was to literally put it all out there, to not withhold anything, to take everything that's inside of me, the anger, the frustration, the pain that I may have been feeling, anything that may have been putting me in the place that I was currently at that moment and everything, and literally putting it in God's hands. That was truly a surrender for me, and I'd gone through moments in my life where I'd given a little bit here and there, but I never truly had just opened up and said, okay, it's yours. I need you to take it from me. Honestly speaking, I've struggled throughout most of my marriage and most of my life. I've struggled with an addiction to pornography, and it's greatly altered who I am. It's greatly altered who I was relationally with my wife, who I was relationally with my kids, who I became career-wise. It changed me greatly and everything. I became a very self-consumed individual who, didn't recognize who he could be to other people. It destroyed a lot of relationships. My wife and I have had our issues and everything, to the point where there was a lot of talks about whether or not we could continue on. And that truly was one of the moments that brought me to that rock bottom, to that point of knowing that I had to give it all up. I had to give myself to God and let Him work on everything else, and not necessarily, I didn't have to take on that burden. I don't have to fix all that and everything. That's in His hands. That's what He wants to do for me. But what He wanted to do is take everything that I've gone through, take that addiction, put it in His hands, put His grace over the top of it, and not let it consume me anymore. I didn't do the things that I should have done to fix it at that moment. I truly didn't come to her with an open heart and saying, I need your help with this. I want to fix this and everything. And I didn't come at her that way. If anything, I came with her with almost a blame of, well, you're not helping me, instead of just saying, I need your help. And that it has scarred our relationship since then, because I created a wall basically between us, because instead of, like I said, just asking truly for her help, I turned her away from me because I put some of the blame of why I was that way on her. It hadn't hit me until now that, I truly had to just put myself out there and let Him lead me to where I needed to go. I didn't need to lead myself. My friends didn't need to lead me. My wife didn't need to lead me. Nobody needed to lead me. He wanted to lead me. And that's redemption, what it came down to, honestly. And this is something that, the gentleman that baptized me, he said, this is for you. This is for you to let it all go and put it out there and not have to carry that burden anymore. Once I had that moment of just surrender, of just giving it all away, suddenly I felt like I was out in the open, and honestly, I felt alive. I had just so many moments of just raw emotion from that moment where I decided, hey, I want to get baptized. And then, like I said, the gentleman that baptized me, he's had struggles as well, and that's why we have had that connection and everything like that. And those moments of, hey, you're out there and you're walking with Him now. I didn't feel like I was literally hiding in the shadows anymore, trying to keep away from everything that was eating me up inside. It's literally, for my wife and I, it's literally us reconnecting. It's her learning that what she knew of the 15 years prior to that, that's not who I am anymore. And it's building her faith and trust that, these are the changes that have happened. And it happened in an instant because of that moment of when I just literally gave it all out there and everything. A lot of it is just rebuilding those relationships, reconnecting with the people that I've lost, basically, of opening myself up to my children and everything, and letting them see who their father truly is. To speak to anyone that's going through a similar situation, any sort of addiction or any sort of destructive behavior that is literally taking away and diminishing any relationship that you have, the only thing I can tell you is it's never too late. And God's always going to be willing to literally lay His hands out there and just tell you, put it all out there. He will not turn His back on you. He will not say no. He will literally take whatever you put in front of Him. So the only thing I can tell you is literally close your eyes, fall to your knees, give it all away, and let him take over and lead you to where he wants you to go.